Man v Christmas. Christmas broke me. According to Google, the average person consumes about 5,000 calories on Christmas Day. I think that probably consume a bit more than that even, but that's what I'm gonna go for. 5,000 calories. So I'm gonna see today if I can out-train Christmas. So remember, it's important to have a plan, but it's also important to have a plan B. So today's challenge, I learned a lot from my previous challenges. I'm staying away from the row machine. I'm not going to start the day running. I'm going to start off nice and easy with some walking, and I'm going to go for the lowest impact cardio that I can do, which for me is the bike. No weight training, because that just takes too long. And remember, always be ready to change your plan if it's not working out. So walking is super slow for burning calories, but remember, slow and steady wins the race. That goes for challenges like this or just in general, you know, like slow, steady progress is always gonna beat a sprint pace because sprinters gotta stop much quicker than walkers do. Walking is such a good tool in anybody's weight loss journey. What I recommend is take a look on your phone, check the health app, see how many steps you generally do a day. If that's 5,000 steps a day, see can you add 1,000 onto it or 2,000 onto it. That's going to make a huge difference over the course of a couple of months. So remember, it's not about what you can keep going for January, it's about what you can do for the entirety of the year. So pick a change that you can keep going for the foreseeable future. Early bird catches the worm, right? I love these cold, frosty mornings. As you've seen in my previous videos, it rains a lot in Ireland, so when we get a dry morning, it's definitely one to get out and enjoy. The best thing about walking is it's available to everybody. You know, like you don't even have to leave your house. You can pace up and down your sitting room or up and down your stairs if you like. Big Christmas tree. So it is almost 8:30, the sun is just getting up and I have 10,000 steps down. So I think it's time to go home, get some coffee, get some breakfast in and start my first round on the bike. So if you're enjoying these videos, don't forget to like and subscribe guys, or stick a comment down below. That really helps with the algorithm, and I will see you in the gym. So this PB Fit is one of the best changes I've made to my diet this year. I absolutely love peanut butter. And this one has 87% less fat than traditional peanut butter and about a third of the calories. I get to enjoy that peanut butter taste, but without it hitting too hard on my goals. So for me, success with your diet is all about making these small changes that add up to big results. You don't have to do anything too drastic, just small changes over the course of a long period of time are going to get you to where you want to go. This is a great chocolatey treat that doesn't go too high on the calories and doesn't go too much outside of my goals. You can add any of your Christmas chocolatey sweets that you want in there. Taste test. Nom, nom. Oh, that was super hot. Let's try that again. So, walk number 2 and cycle number 1. Okay, first cycle of the day. I'm gonna try and get 1,000 calories down, then I'm gonna take a little break, get something to eat, come back and try to get 4 of those with about 1,000 calories of walking. That's my plan, let's see how it goes. So this is pretty much a full sprint for me for the entire hour. So I'll see you guys in about an hour's time. So I've learned my lesson from my earlier challenges, not to go off too fast. This is the longest challenge I've ever done, so I'm aiming for 6 minutes per 100 calories on the bike. I could go faster than that now, but I'll probably regret that later. As people, we kind of gravitate towards comfort and away from discomfort. So at the start of a challenge like this, or even like at the start of your weight loss journey or anything difficult, your mind is telling you like, oh no, this is hard. You know, like when I start this, my body is telling me, oh, your legs are already sore and you're only 200 calories in, you know, like there's a long way to go. And I'm like, what you gotta do there is you just gotta go with it, like fake it till you make it. Like just keep going, it gets easier as you go along, you start building into it and then you start thinking, I'm almost there, you know, like I'm halfway. This is getting easier, this is not as hard as I thought it was. And that's how you get through something like this. So when you're starting off your fitness journey, you want to go for low impact exercise as much as you can. Stuff like the bike or the cross trainer, those ones you're going to recover a lot quicker from, they're a lot easier on the body. Four minutes left. Oh, I might regret that later. Oh god, that was hard. I start getting some cramp for the last few hundred calories. Oh, I need to go get some salts in, get some magnesium, get some water, and get back into it. 1,000 down. I feel great after that one. Let's see how the next three go. Yeah, as you can see, I've lost a considerable amount of water from that first one. I'm gonna go back and rehydrate and get back to number 2. So surprisingly enough, most of the cramps on these challenges on the bike happen in my hamstrings or my calves. I would have thought it'd be the quads, but I'm gonna do a quick stretch on the hamstrings now, and the quads and on the glutes, and then refuel. Oh, that's disgusting. Clothes change number 1, fresh socks. Meal number 2, I've kind of gone for a little, if it's not broke, don't fix it job here. The porridge went down well last time and digested quickly, so I'm going for the exact same meal there again, but I've added in some peanut butter toast with some fruit and a little bit of jam on there. So 300 down of round number 2 on cycling, and I'm starting to get some cramp in that right hamstring, so I'm gonna have to take a break and get a bit of stretching done and come back to it. So stretching at the end of your workouts is so important, especially as a beginner. I cannot stress that enough. Okay, take 2. So after dying there a slow death for about the last hour, I've got a second wind and I'm starting to pick up again. So I did a lot of stretching, took it easy, like real slow, and only noticed my leg just starting to feel comfortable again. So yeah, I'm gonna pick up the pace and see how I get on. Okay, so that's me, my clock finished for 1 hour and 5 minutes. Not as good as the first one, but I'll take it. Not gonna lie, I thought there for a while I was gonna have to go to plan B or maybe even rethink the challenge for today. So this leg is feeling pretty pumped, but it is not loving all this cycling. Okay, 200 done, and I'm gonna get a walk in because I need to change the scenery. So it's just before 3 o'clock and I've got just over 20,000 steps done. Forgot my mask. So we all put on a little bit of weight over Christmas, and once January rolls around, we're looking to get rid of that weight as fast as possible. The only problem there is that we don't have time to build new habits and replace old ones. So what I would suggest is that you start slow, knock off 200 calories from your diet rather than 1,000 in January, and just build on that. So when February comes around, we're improving on January. When March comes around, we're maintaining that, keeping that going at a steady pace. What you don't want to be doing is just having a great January and then resetting back and starting that all over again next year. Okay, that's a quick 5,000 steps done, and that was a hell of a lot easier than the last cycle was, so maybe resorting to plan B later. Let's see how things go. Back on the bike for now. I got a Zoom call for an hour, so see what I can get done in that time. So a Zoom call or a catch-up call with friends or even a nice podcast is a great time to get some extra steps in. Okay, Zoom call is done, and I'm going to take a toilet break. So I accidentally pressed stop instead of speed, and now I've got to start this one again. 658.9 calories down for that one. Music can make such a big difference with exercise. Music is what got me through this challenge, so it can really change the mood for the better. Okay. That's the first decent numbers I put up since this morning. Off for break. Superset with some walking. That seems to work pretty well for me so far. Let's get out and stretch the legs. So running can be an amazing tool in your journey, just like it was an amazing tool in this challenge for me. But just like in this challenge, I opted not to run at the start of the day because sometimes running can have a harder toll on the body, and I felt like it would be more useful to use later on in the challenge if I was feeling good. Same goes for my beginner weight loss clients. I generally tell them to go for more lower impact options for cardio rather than running at the start, and then once the fitness levels improve or once they've lost a bit of weight, then running can be a better tool or can be better utilized. I decided not to use calisthenics or weightlifting in this challenge simply because it would take too long to burn this kind of number of calories with that type of training. But as I've mentioned in previous videos, this is my bread and butter. I absolutely love resistance training. This is what keeps me coming to the gym day in, day out, week in, week out, and this is what's kept me going for all these years. I cannot recommend it enough. It's even worse than the first one. Now to sit by this heater for an hour. Okay, I'm out of t-shirts and I'm stuck in this jumper now, but finish line is in sight, so I'm just gonna charge towards it. I was really tired and demotivated there for a while, but I'm picking things are picking up and I can't wait to finish. Okay, so that is 582 down and finish line is in sight. 262 calories left.
It's got a really great look going on here. Christmas jumper and shorts combo.
I would not recommend the average person to try and burn this many calories in one day. It'd be more realistic to try and aim for that over the course of 2 weeks. Instead, I recommend aiming for something like 500 calories per day through both diet and exercise. So restricting unnecessary calories and burning a couple of calories through walking or low impact cardio, so that at the end of the week you've got yourself 3,500 calories or 1 pound of weight loss. 40 calories left. I honestly didn't think I'd be able to finish this one. So this is the hardest challenge I've done to date, but admittedly these challenges in general are getting easier as I'm getting fitter and I'm getting better at burning calories. And the same goes for you. When you start your fitness journey, it's gonna get easier. You know, it's gonna start hard, but I promise you it gets easier. I woke up this morning thinking I'd be finished this 5 hours ago. And then I would do 4 sets of 1,000 calories in and around an hour each. It's been a lot different. been doing this since 8 o'clock this morning.
It's now
12 hours.
It's not 20 to 9. What are we on now? These are all the clothes he's gone through today that are super gross and wet. And now we're down to this ensemble.
Setting small, achievable goals is so important in your fitness journey. The feeling of accomplishment you get from ticking off one of your goals, giving it your all, is what's going to keep you in it for the long term.
Yours?
Okay, that's it. I'm going. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Merry Christmas. I think Christmas well and truly won. That was the hardest day I've done so far. I honestly didn't think I'd get through that. Just pull this one off. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Oh, that one's even worse. Man versus Christmas, the hardest challenge I've done to date.